Third inning showdown tutorial. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to give you an in-depth tutorial of the third inning showdown. It's going to take you step by step from the initial draft and entering the third inning showdown all the way through the final boss, as well as gameplay to attack the Dennis Eckersley that's going to be the final boss. There's two ways to get into the third inning showdown. I'm going to go over those first, and then we'll go and do the draft, and then I'll go through all of the mini missions, explain them all, then give you some gameplay for the final boss. Let's get into it. So first, one of two ways to get to the third inning showdown is going to be through the third inning program. As you can see, we're already on the screen. You're just going to hit the X or the A button here to hop into the third inning showdown. You get to the third inning showdown, select that tile, start the draft. The other way to do that if you are not in the third inning program is to go from the home page. From the home page, you want to scroll over to play, then play single player modes, then you're going to go to showdown, and voila, you're at the third inning showdown tile here. It's 500 stubs to enter the draft. We're going to start the draft right now, and I'll explain to you how to approach the first couple rounds at the very least, and some of the rounds will be a little bit different when we'll talk about some players that I think are pretty good for showdowns, especially since you're going to be facing a right-handed pitcher. So start the draft here, and in the first round, you're always going to get the option of Troy Glaus or Grady Sizemore. Now, I would say if we didn't know we were facing a left or right-handed pitcher, I'd probably go with Troy Glaus, to be honest. He's a lot of power. However, we know we're going to be facing a right-handed pitcher, so we're going to go with Grady Sizemore because he has better contact and power than Troy Glaus does. Now, this Prince Fielder is just a random one that's going to be over here. It's going to be a random diamond. If you do get one of the 99 overall diamonds like Alfonso Soriano or Chipper Jones, you might want to go with them over the Grady Sizemore. But between Glaus and Sizemore, pick Sizemore. The next round is going to be the lower diamonds. Once again, you know you are facing a guy that is right-handed. So I would honestly pick Gregorius because I think he's a better swing than Devers. But if you like Devers swing over Gregorius, then pick Devers. I'm going to go with Didi Gregorius. I think he is the better option of the two. So we're going to pick him because he does hit righties very well. Now in the next round, it's going to be a random diamond more than likely. And for this, you want to pick somebody that has good power. Grandal does hit righties and lefties as a switch hitter pretty well. Juan Carlos Stanton right now is playing way up against righties. So that's who I'm actually going to go with because he actually has 114 power against righties. But if you don't have someone like the Giancarlo Stanton, I would honestly probably go with Keith Hernandez out of these three. But Stanton's just playing way up, too high up right now, even though he's a right-handed player, to not pick him. Now for gold, you get a relief pitcher. I picked the relief pitcher with the best Ks, which it looks like it's Karinchak or Devin Williams. I'm going to go with Karinchak here because I think he's the best option, plus he is playing up. Next, they're going to make you pick a starting pitcher. Once again, you want to go with somebody with good hits per 9 and K per 9. We're going to go with Tejan Walker as his hits per 9 is 90. Now for this, you know you're facing a righty, so you want to get somebody with good righty numbers. Brandon Nimmo looks like he's probably the guy to go with. I don't know if you'll have Nimmo at the end or not, but hey, good option. Then we have Dylan Carlson, switch hitter. I really like his swing. He's a pretty good option. That's who I'm actually going to go with in this round. As for the bronze, when you get down to these guys right here, it's really just who you prefer to swing. Now, the Danny Santana is playing way up, so we're going to pick him because plus 17 against righties is what we want to see. Hero Time and Apo Taco there we picked for the perks. You're going to just make sure you put in your perks at the start, and then you're going to want to go look and manage at your squad and make sure you get the proper lineup that you have your best players in. Looks like they got Nimmo sitting out here. Let's see if we can rework that at all to have these guys come in from the outfield. It does not look like we can. What I do is I just kind of hide a guy at third base. Why not? Nimmo's left-handed, though, so let's hide a guy that throws right-handed in Giancarlo Stanton. Hide him at third base for right now. I'm sure you'll find a third baseman or an outfielder at some point in time. But that's our lineup. You want to make sure our best hitters are getting to bat early on. So our top three is going to be Gregorius, Stanton, Sizemore, Carlson, Santana, and Nimmo. That's how I would stack the top of your lineup. Now, I've gone over how you should approach the draft. Let me knock out all these mini missions here, and then we'll be back. I'll go over them as well as I'll give you the gameplay for the final boss against Dennis Eckersley. As you can see, it's the traditional showdown that has you down 15 runs to start and you get 20 outs. But let me knock out these mini missions. I'll be right back, guys, and then we'll talk about each mini mission. I'll break down the pitchers like I always do, as well as how to approach the Dennis Eckersley to make sure you beat him the first time every time. Alright guys, so we played through all the mini missions as well as the mini showdown. So let's go over each of the mini missions and then we'll go over my squad at the end here. As you can see, I failed 2 of the mini missions later on. We're at 11 to 15, so we're going to have to score 5 runs with 20 outs against Dennis Eckersley. And we're going to do that in this video as well. Looking at the first mini mission, we got Grady's Ladies Love These Games, and essentially this is a challenge that is on Rookie, and you have to get 4 total bases and 2 hits in 3 innings. You're going to be facing the live series Zach Plesac. You will see all of the pitchers that you face's cards pop up on the screen when I'm going over the mission and I mention them. So this one's Zach Plesac. I believe he's a gold now, a low gold if I'm not mistaken. He'll pop up on the screen if he's high silver or low gold. I guess you'll find out, and I'll find out whenever I'm editing the video. On to the next mini mission here. We got Eckersley, your bats at home. Essentially, you got to score 1 run against Dennis Eckersley because he's trying to get a save here. And this is the Signature Series Dennis Eckersley that is the final boss. So you get a little bit warm-up game against this Dennis Eckersley. It's for 1 final showdown run. In the third mission, that's pretty good. It's based off of Troy Glaus. You're facing the Angels with your showdown squad. Get on base 3 times in 3 innings. You're going to be facing the live series Griffin and Cannon. His card just popped up on the screen. It's on rookie difficulty, not too hard. I think I did in the first 4 batters that I had. Looking at the next mission, we got 30-30 Club. This one you have to hit a home run or steal a base in the first 2 innings. It's based off of Grady Sizemore. It's on rookie. I got a base hit with Didi Gregorius, and then I stole a base right away. You're facing Aaron Cervalli in this mission, and he doesn't throw that hard. He seems to throw a lot of off speed, so it's pretty easy to steal. That's what I recommend, is trying to steal a base only on rookie. It's not on veteran or all-star, so stealing bases isn't too bad. But I would try to steal a base if you can get a relatively fast player on compared to trying to hit a home run. But if you hit a home run, you hit a home run. Next mini mission, third closer to win MVP. This is based off of Dennis Eckersley winning the American League Cy Young and MVP in 1992. Down a run in the 8th inning, come back and win the game against Eckersley. Now, this can go into extra innings. My game did. So score a run. You're down 1. Just make sure you score a run in the first 2 innings and then play them in extra innings. And the pitcher you're facing is obviously Eckersley, the Signature Series. So there's 2 mini missions. You get to face Eckersley to kind of warm up against him for that final showdown. You'll kind of know how he throws, his motion and whatnot. It is a little bit goofy compared to some other people. We'll talk about how to fully approach him whenever we do the gameplay here in a second. Then you got Showdown versus Snell. Blake Snell is actually a closer, I believe, in this card, if I'm not mistaken. You have to enter the game with 2 runs and fight your way back from a 2-run deficit. You have runners on first and third base, so you just have to score 3 runs with 12 outs. It's really not that bad. It's on veteran. The biggest thing when facing Snell is he does throw a very hard fastball, then his slider and curveball are not very fast. So either sit on off speed or sit on fastball. I prefer to sit on fastball, but it is about 95 to 97 miles an hour depending how hard he throws it. Wasn't that bad though with getting that guy on first and third. And if you complete this one, you get a diamond batter and diamond perk. And this is a must complete mission, the showdowns are. So if you fail it, you're going to have to start all the way back over. But overall, I think it's pretty easy. If you need any help, leave a comment down below. I can help you out of what your personal issues might be if this is hanging you up while trying to do this showdown. Once you beat Blake Snell, you have Gimme That title based off of Troy Glaus whenever he won the most home runs in the American League with 47. You'll be facing the Angels once again. You have to tally 4 total bases in 2 innings, and you're going to be facing Jose Quintana. He's a lefty, doesn't throw very hard. Just be careful because he doesn't throw a lot of strikes either. That was my biggest issue with it. The next one is Sir DD is knighted. You're going to be doing 2 extra base hits in 3 innings without giving up a home run. You're facing Jameson Taillon. Unfortunately, I pitched to Didi Gregorius in the bottom of the inning, and he hit a home run, so I got to face 2 batters while pitching. I did have an extra base hit in the first inning against Taillon, but I did not get 2 of them. It happens. I would advise trying to keep the ball low because a lot of the Yankees are power hitters, but Didi Gregorius took a low inside pitch and sent it to the moon. It happens, but that's why I failed this mission. Overall, I don't think it will be too bad of a mission for you guys for 2 final showdown runs. Devers pulling the hit levers. This is based off of the Boston Red Sox Rafael Devers, where he led the AL in hits and runs in May of 2019. You have to tally 2 hits and 1 run in 2 innings. I just didn't get the run. I did get the hits. You are facing Garrett Richards, which is a hard-throwing righty that has a big looping curveball. I would focus on trying to hit the fastball. That's what I did. I just couldn't score 2 runs. I only scored 1 run, unfortunately. Moving on to the next one is Mexico's Finest. This is on veteran difficulty. It's based off of Keith Hernandez. And you're going to be playing with your showdown squad to get on base 2 times in 2 innings. Pretty easy mission. You're facing Taijuan Walker, who I actually recommended picking in this video. You'll see he's on my pitching staff if I go over the pitching staff when you go to manage squad here. Then the last mini mission is Snell slows the bats. And this is based off of Blake Snellinger's first career appearance out of the bullpen when he got this save in the playoffs in 2019. Tally one save with your closing pitcher. You're just facing the Rays' regular lineup. They don't have anybody special in it. Try to keep the ball low. None of them have a lot of power or big-time contact, so you don't really have to worry about anybody going yard on you, I don't think. Austin Meadows is the best hitter you're probably going to face. Either way, I think it's pretty easy, especially with Karinchak. Go the 12-6 curveball low, fastball up and in. You should be able to get out of it relatively easily. Then the final showdown versus Eckersley is the only thing I have left. But before we go in here and play this Eckersley, and I kind of give you a little bit of a gameplay here, let's go and manage squad and see what we have, and we'll talk about the perks as well. So for manage squad, we pop in here, and as you can see, I got a bunch of power hitters. Tim Salmon, Mike Trout, Grady Sizemore, Didi Gregorius, Stanton, Torres, Martinez. Picked up Reggie Jackson. On top of that, I got Justin Upton on the bench. Danny Santana has been a monster for me the entire time. The switch hitter has a super glitchy swing. Hunter Renfroe, Dylan Carlson, and Max Stassi. As you can see, I got a few guys out of position because we want our best bats in the lineup whenever we're facing Eckersley. Off the bench, I'll probably bring Danny Santana because he did so well for me, and he's playing way, way up, as I mentioned, whenever drafting him at plus 17 against righties. So that's probably who I'll bring off the bench for the pinch hitter for Taijuan Walker whenever I got to face him. As for the rotation, we just had Walker and Karinchak. We didn't even pick up any pitchers. There wasn't even an option to pick up pitchers. Don't pick up pitchers whenever you're picking up people during any showdown. Make sure you pick up hitters. Either way, this is our stacked lineup. As you can see, Trout, Sizemore, Stanton, Gregorius, Jackson, Salmon, Martinez, Torres, and then obviously the pinch hitter for Walker. Not too bad of a lineup. Looking at the perks here, we have Inner Peace, which is massive contact on pitches down the middle. Hero Time, which I think is one of the best perks because the showdown's in the 9th inning. So you're going to get exit velocity boost, which is huge. Then I got Heart Attack, significant contact boost while you're losing on the final showdown until you're beating them in the final showdown. So the contact and exit velocity, we got that going. And then anything down the middle, I should absolutely have a PCI that just jumps up, which should be helpful. Some other good ones are Insider Information and Oppo Taco, as I mentioned. And then Hero Time, I think, is the best for velocity, unless you can get the one that has the airplane where you just have to do normal contact. That's probably actually the best for exit velocity period in the game, but it's only on Diamond. So we knocked all that out of the way. We went over all the mini missions. Let's go in here and play Dennis Eckersley and get ourselves some 35,000 experience for the 3rd inning program. Well, to score 5 runs, so let's see what we can do. I will try to talk as much as I can about how to approach the Dennis Eckersley, and we'll see how that goes for us, to be honest. We're going to skip through there. Obviously, we've got Mike Trout leading off against this Dennis Eckersley there, wearing the bright yellows. I'm wearing the Pirates throwback. The biggest thing about Eckersley, first and foremost, before we go over anything, is he is a closing pitcher, so he can only probably throw about 35 to 40 pitches before he gets fatigued, so you really want to work the count. The first 3 or 4 batters, make sure you get 2 strikes. If you got to put down the controller, do that, but make this guy throw pitches to you because he's going to get fatigued, and fatigued pitchers like to throw balls that are straight down the middle. Also, his primary is a slider. As you can see, his sinker is a secondary pitch. He does not throw a 4-seam fastball other than for his 3rd pitch, and the curveball is the 4th pitch. So you're going to see a lot of off-speed pitches. You're not going to see a very, very hard fastball. Maybe every once in a while. I'd really focus on hitting the slider, especially if he hangs it. But I'm going to take some pitches here. We're going to get us in a 2-count strike here. We're going to get us in a 2-strike count is what I meant to say. Well, I was fumbling over my words just to make him throw a lot. As you can see, he's already hung 1 curveball there. I mean, that wasn't a good one to hit, but imagine that was fat in the zone right there. That could easily be a home run. He started me out 3-1 here. He's struggling a little bit. Let's see if he gives Mike Trout a free pass. That could be a big thing for us. He's not going to give us a free pass, so we're going to have to hit. Now, if you're a little bit worried about hitting with 2 strikes, you can always use circle for contact swing. And he got me to go around on a good sinker way outside. As you can see with the contact swing, that PCI is huge, so don't be too worried about that. Once again, we're still going to work the count with this Grady Sizemore as a 2nd pitcher because you really, really want to work the count against this Dennis Eckersley. It's unfortunate I struck out with Mike Trout. I've been terrible with him in this showdown run. Great with him whenever he's on my squad for anything else, but in this showdown, I just have not played well with him. Maybe I'm pressing with him a little bit because I know he should mash the ball. Either way, we're going to keep taking some pitches against this Dennis Eckersley. Got us to another 2-count strike, and now we're going to try to focus up and make sure we get a hit this time. We definitely don't want to strike out back-to-back. His confidence will get very high if we do that. And he broke the crap out of my bat. That was not a good pitch to swing at either. But so we've worked the count a little bit. We made him throw 11 pitches in the first 2 batters. I might get a little bit more aggressive now because I've worked this count a little bit, and if he hangs anything, I might jump on it. And then he hangs that, and I don't jump on it very well. But that was a perfect strike. I mean, it's not bad to swing at strikes. And he got sent to pop up. Look at that. Wow. It's unfortunate. Got Didi Gregorius up now. Going to do a little bit better with the gameplay here. But as you can see, his energy is already working its way down with only 14 pitches. So, like I said, that's a big thing right there, right? So, got to get him fatigued. Oh man, I gotta be more patient. I need to listen to my own rules here. Leaves with a 3-1 count. I'll probably take it to 3-2 to work his count since it's still early. Remember, you have 20 outs too, so don't panic too much early on because you do have a lot of outs to work with. That's not going to be a hit because they have a shift on. That would have been a strike 3 though. Oh, and they threw it away. And we'll get to take an extra base. So we got a throwing error, a double there, a little bit of luck. Terrible, terrible at bat though. But hey, a little bit of luck can help you sometimes. Wow, they really chucked that into like the stands. Now you guys get to see his motion from the stretch. As you can see, it's a little bit goofier than other people's motions here. Really want to try to focus on the ball, especially when he drops his hand down behind his back. He's trying to hide the ball. He probably hit it really well in real life, especially with the white pants. But in this game, you just really got to focus on where his hand's coming from. Once again, he's not throwing a lot of strikes. Working that count, you can see his energy's only like 3/4 now. And that should be a hit. Yes, it is. All right, so we got a double Reggie Jackson. I'm not going to force anything with Didi. We got a lot of outs. You don't want to force yourself into bad situations when running the bases. There was no need for me to go for extra bases there. You have 17 outs to play with in this situation, so just keep Didi Gregorius at third base was, I think, the right move there. Got underneath it, but we should score a run. Laureano does have a cannon, so a little bit wearisome, but oh, he's going to go to the cutoff, so we'll be fine. All right. I don't think he could have thrown him out, but Laureano does have a huge arm. I don't know how many of you guys actually watch a lot of baseball, but Laureano has a cannon. That was, we were way early on that one, and it was outside. That was not a good pitch to swing at. That wasn't a good pitch to swing at either, but Matt Olson giving us the business there. All right. Let's be a little bit more patient here with Gleyber Torres and the guy that's after him, because that was bad. Swinging it absolute junk. Still have 15 outs to play with though, so we are fine with that. Ooh, almost hit me in the elbow. Couldn't just lean into that, Torres. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, starts out 3-0. This is what we like to see. Struggling already. Now he's going to throw. He's going to throw another absolute meatball down the middle there. Still going to take, though. Get that pitch count up. Nope, he walked him. Walked him on 5 pitches. Let's see. We want somebody that hits righties well. We'll go with Santana. Like I said in the pregame, he's been hitting it well for me. He's a lefty because he's a switch hitter, so we'll go with him here. Still 3. We got to score 4 runs still, but with Dennis Eckersley struggling a little bit with command, I mean, he threw a perfect strike right there, but we're going to make him pitch to us. Ooh, throw another perfect slider down the middle, just a little bit ahead of it. So, yep, it is what it is. So right there, I knew that was a strike, but I was afraid to hit into a double play on the sinker, so I just kind of let it go, because the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play in these situations. And wow, dude. Another broken bat. We are having a bad time. I don't even know if we'll get that. We should be able to hit with Trout one more time, but man, that was terrible. Oh man, and then he throws one right down the middle. He's in the yellow for fatigue though, so that's a good job by us. Just gonna have to focus up here, make sure we get some good hitting here. Because, man, oh man, that was bad. That was pathetic. Oh, what am I swinging at? Yikes. He throws me a ball that should be hit 400 feet and I drop my PCI. Alright, that was big. We got a double out of that because Loriano wanted to go to third base rather than just hit the cutoff. Bad fundamental baseball there, but that allows us to get two guys in scoring position, which is big time. And then we pop up with Stanton because I keep dropping my PCI. Alright, be a little bit more patient here. Just patience is key. You know, I know he's going to throw that. I know he's going to throw the slider high. I know he's going to hang the curveball. That's what we need to wait for. I need to stop trying to hit the four-seam fastball, even though the timing on it's good. See, like that pitch right there, that's an easy base hit. He's leaving the slider up, and that's what we want to see. Look at that cannon from Loriano. We're a tie ball game now, so we literally just have to get Didi Gregorius around. Reggie Jackson will swing. The next guy, we might try to button into second base and play some small ball. Get out of play. Reggie Jackson obviously has a really big stick, so there's no point with Reggie Jackson not to swing away. And he's not the fastest, I don't think, with 60 speed. I guess you could bunt. He probably has terrible bunting. And we absolutely missed the ball. That's fine. I don't know who's next in the lineup. We have to score one run with a man on first base, though, with 11 outs. I think we'll be fine. Tim Salmon's another guy that you got to swing away. A big power bat, so... There we go. That should be a base hit, maybe? No. He got eaten up. He hangs a curveball, and I hit it perfect for a line drive out. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Huh. Alright, boys, just hit liners at everybody. Let's see if we can get Didi over there on a bunt. Well, we got him over there on a wild pitch. That works. Got a little lucky with the error early on, and now the wild pitch. Didi on second base is huge. Not going to bunt him to third base yet. Maybe with Danny Santana, who's actually a halfway decent bunter, I'll do it. He's the next batter. But Torres is not a good bunter, as you guys can see, so there's no really point for me to force trying to bunt with a guy with 35 bunting. But he can apparently hit bloopers to win the game, baby. Let's go. What a shoddy way to win. But it is what it is. We won. We beat Dennis Eckersley. It was the ugliest performance I probably ever had while trying to do a video. But as I mentioned, Dennis Eckersley, the ways to attack the man is by all means you want to attack him by waiting for that slider. You see, my greatest success was whenever he hung the slider up in the air. That's what you want to do, is make sure that you hit the ball whenever he hangs it up in the air. Well, we got the 35,000 experience. We're coming back in here to the success screen here. We obviously unlocked some stuff for our reward path, but big time right there. Got the success. We completed the showdown. First time. You guys should be able to do it every time with this tutorial video. Mission success, 10 out of 12, 12 out of 12 on the showdown success. I think you guys could easily do it from that instance. We completed it. Very, very successful. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this. Did the tutorial and the gameplay help you guys out with this? If it didn't, let me know what I can do to improve. If it did, give this video a thumbs up and still comment down below about how it helped you and maybe to give some pointers to some other people, especially if you struggle with the showdowns. As always, guys, I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.